Hi Aries, welcome to your September love reading. I've been shuffling quite a bit off camera. I'm not going to do it on camera because I catch the cloth and it is loud for the mic. I've got a new sound thing going, so hopefully this is a lot better than me not having one. I start off general and then I get specific. So it might start off resonating for a lot of you Aries out there, and then it stops. And if it stops resonating, then check your moon, rising, and Venus if you're so inclined, or you can check another channel that does a version of this. There's lots of them out there. Okay? Okay. Bottom of the deck. This is a mutual energy between you and another person. This is the Nine of Wands. This is somebody that's about done. They're still showing up, though, to hear what you have to say, or you're still showing up to hear what they have to say. It is... It's having courage and readying yourself for the final onslaught. You know what I mean? Like it's been a lot of work up until this point, and you don't see any end in sight, but you're still, as a test, pardon me, as a test of faith, you are still showing up. So there you go. Queen of Wands reversed, Three of Cups reversed, Knight of Cups upright, Eight of Swords upright, and Judgment reversed. All right. So preliminarily, this is where it stays general, so it probably will resonate with some of you. Queen of Wands reversed. This is the current state of your relation. No, I'm sorry. This is the past. This is, in this position, it's the past. So perhaps we had somebody that was quite the diva, very demanding. Could be male or female here. Somebody that's just very demanding, very aggressive, very... and not that being aggressive as a female is a bad thing. It's just even a man that is demanding and a blowhard and bragging and just in everybody's business all the time and loud, and even that's kind of like, can you just tone it down a little bit? So, or this could have been somebody that was like a shrinking violet, so to speak, just like withering away and withdrawing and not really talking to anybody. Kind of just really uncomfortable socially. Could be that. Could also be cheating. Could also be stepping out on a relationship. And the obstacle is probably a third-party situation. Probably somebody was stepping out on the relationship, not giving up seeing other people, or just cheating in a committed relationship. And then the current situation now is there's been an offer of love. Maybe somebody's swooping, maybe somebody did this cheating, male or female, and now they're swooping in like a knight in shining armor, like wanting to make everything right, and, you know, I love you so much and it won't happen again, let's work on us, blah, 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 saying everything you want to hear. Okay, could be could be an offer of love with another person. Hold on a minute, let me turn this down. That's better. This right here is, you know, I feel like this is the advice, is to just do nothing. This typically means isolation and restriction, self-imposed restriction, and that's what I'm picking up on here, is that it's probably best to just pull back and collect yourself, because something tells me this is back and forth quite a bit. And so self-imposed isolation might be a good thing, so you can get your head clear and then just see what your next move is. And the thing about this is that it's almost like you'd be waiting them out, and you could kind of see, okay, do they really mean it? Is this going to keep happening? That sort of thing. The outcome is, well, it doesn't look like there's going to be a second chance. So this might be somebody that you've been with for a while and you're going back and forth with, or there's been a breakup and you're thinking about reuniting possibly. Could also be that if you do get back together with this person, it's bad judgment. Quite simply, judgment reversed. All right, now is where I start to clarify. So this is where I might lose some of you. All 12 of you. All right, so let's clarify the Queen of Wands first, please. Queen of Wands, why are you there? What do you mean? What do you want? Look at that. See that? Okay, so this is somebody, in this case, this person, it could be male or female, This person feels like they've withdrawn to reflect on a situation in the past. In the past, it feels like a person sort of put themselves in timeout to kind of go inward and think about a situation. Okay. This also could be sexuality. So this right here. So this also could be when, I mentioned earlier that it was cheating. It could be that somebody has given themselves a timeout because they've just gotten in too deep with, maybe they have too many partners going on or something and they need to take a timeout. But my hunch is that in relation to this kind of relates, you know what I mean? Like this is kind of the overarching theme. So what I'm going with here, what it feels like is that somebody has been this vivacious, enigmatic, mysterious, sexy, lively, just, it's like they're mysterious and engaged with the crowd at the same time, person, man or woman, has been turned upside down because of an affair. And so they're just like, they don't know what to do, and they're really soul searching to try and figure that out. Okay. All right, Three of Cups. Three of Cups. Okay. All right, reserving judgment for that. Because we know that Five of Swords reversed is about being open to change and past resentment and moving on, right? And then we have this King of Cups, a loving relationship, wanting to be balanced emotionally, generous, stable, emotionally mature, reassuring, emotionally generous, trusting, that sort of thing. That's been the obstacle, hasn't it? Yeah, because the obstacle has been cheating, and because there is cheating, or a third party, I shouldn't say cheating, a third party situation, it's been very difficult to trust. It's been very difficult to be open to new experiences, to open to change, and it's been very difficult to move past resentment. Because of the cheating. Okay, all right. Now, current situation, we got this Knight of Cups here. Okay. Well, hang on. This person's going to swoop in and shake things up, and it's going to help this person see their way out of heartache. Okay. All right. Releasing the pain, optimism. Same thing with this right here. Moving past resentment, forgiveness, seeing their way out of it. I want to shuffle, but I don't want it to be loud, and that's not going to work. This Eight of Swords. I feel like it's advice to stand down, to keep up the, not in a creepy way, like you isolate yourself and you have, you lock yourself in a room or something, but just to kind of pull back and observe first, act later type of thing. All right. So, this is self-imposed restriction or doing nothing. Like this is just feeling like you're stuck. You're not really. You have a way out. There's an opening there. And the bandages are loose. I mean, you're not like strapped and tight. That's the way you feel. And it might be because you feel like it might be because you are not, you're kind of frustrated with the lack of you getting over it fast enough. It's like you want to be over it and you're not, and whereas this person comes in and they're kind of ready to get the show on the road, you're still kind of reticent and you're thinking about it because you've been hurt, and this kind of did a number on you right here. And this is not a normal state of affairs for this person, a person like this. A person like this is usually really vivacious and energetic, and this has really thrown them for a loop. And this could be you, Aries, because fire sign, Sag, Leo, or Aries. So man or woman. I know I keep saying that, but I don't want to alienate the guys out there. I know that men visit the channel too and listen. So, okay, so this Judgment River. Oh my God, look at that. Do you see that? That just happened. Crikey. All right. Hold the phone. We've got 2 pages. I want to check that out. 2 pages showing up in a reading. What is that? Disquiet. Well, yeah, that's some disquiet right there. It's a good shakeup. And I'm saying it's a shakeup, not a disaster. I'm saying it's a shakeup, like rocking your world, because this is your way out of it. If this was like this, it'd be like, oh crap, here comes trouble, you know. But this being like this is releasing the pain and forgiveness and optimism, you know, embracing forgiveness, working towards accepting and moving through the loss and processing it, all that. Okay. So this Judgment reversed, you got, like, they doubled down on it. And it's like bad idea, bad idea, bad idea, bad judgment. Somebody's not willing to take a look at themselves. And at best, the relationship is not going to really flourish because of that. It's going to stay kind of in its infancy and this sort of immaturity stage, because you, Aries, are having a really hard time working through this and accepting this right here. And because of that, you're going to be kind of stalled, and you're going to, I don't want to say you're going to act immaturely, but you're not going to really want to get close to anybody, so you're going to kind of keep it at this superficial level. Even though the person bringing it is right here, you are going to want to keep it at a superficial level. So the good news is, though, that now that if you've seen this and you know that that's what you're doing, or that's what, you can look at this and go, you know what, this might be like a good thing. Because this is upright, and this is going to shake things up and really take you out of that heartache you're feeling. So it looks like, even though it looks like, oh, you know, this is Judgment reverse, oh, it's a bad call. Well, yeah, if you can't get over it. Sorry, I know that just hit the mic, sorry. If you're still hanging on to stuff and processing it, it's going to be kind of rough. So it's not that this is doom and gloom, it's just that it's going to stay in its infancy, or kind of, I don't want to say circle in the drain, but just, you know, like in the flirting stage and not much else. It's not going to really flourish unless you can move through this pain, move through this right here, move past it. And this person will help. But if you don't examine, like you feel stuck right here, right? So if you don't let go and you don't see your way out of this, because you can, that's, make no mistake, you are not trapped, it just feels like it. Until you let go truly, until you accept that, you're not going to be able to really move forward with any relationships. And that's what these pages are about. You know, they're not knights, they're not queens, they're not kings. Okay, these are just sort of the inkling and the idea of, but for them to come to fruition, you have to take the ball and run with it. So, chemistry, yes, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. I feel like this is 2 different people. I'm just going to say, basically, you have been hurt, okay? And then this one comes along, your knight in shining armor, and you're like, I don't know what to do, I can't get out of my own way, you know? And they're telling you, yeah, this is also saying that there might be a lack of self-confidence, a lot of self-doubt here because of what happened. You don't have much confidence. And it would be to plunge right into something, probably like you were committed in this past relationship where you got hurt. It would be a bad idea, because you're not processed yet. You're not done with it yet. This person will help with that, but you've got to get out of this phase and get into a more active phase in processing your own grief, instead of staying here where you're just kind of this self-imposed, you know, solitude. Because this one right here, whoever's coming in and sweeping you off your feet, you're going to have some chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. That's always fun. Chemistry. The thing too about chemistry, and I've said it before, that's your subconscious unresolved issues talking to somebody else's. Like, you know, tell me how you were loved and I will show you how you love today. Tell me how you were loved and I will match that. So if you weren't treated very kindly when you know, in the past or whatnot, you're going to find somebody that's going to reflect that so that you can work it out, right? So just be careful of the whole chemistry thing. And if you repeat your same patterns, you're not going to be able to work through, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, got to make conscious choices instead of letting the subconscious have a field day and run the show. And don't let this scare you. This is Judgment, but it's just a wake-up call. Like, it's a call to action. Just be aware that maybe you're not looking at something realistically, you need to delve a little deeper before you can move forward with something and get out of your own way, so to speak. Tanzanite. Oh, look at that. Ready to love again. Yes, because that's what this is. Yay. You got that Knight of Cups. You've healed from the past enough to open your heart to new love. That's so cool. Yay. Because normally it's like, oh, you know, there's the engagement card and then you got the Tower and you got all this other, and it's like, this is just a, you know, a dumpster fire. This is really cool, Aries. This is nice because you're working through it. You know, it's not like it's this. I mean, you're trying, but you went through, you know, something pretty rough and you're trying to get out of it, and you got somebody showing up to help you, and you're going to be ready to love again. And you just got to work through this, and that self-doubt will quiet, you know, that whole feeling like you're like, what's wrong with me? You'll get through that. This person's going to help with that. So that's what I have for you, Aries. And that, okay, back it up. That might be what this is too. This whole still courageously showing up, but being like, I can't trust. I think that's what these three are right here, is that you're showing up, and let's be honest, this is passion right here. Okay, so we're always going to show up for that, right? But you're still holding back. Like, it's still just remaining kind of an idea because you're really defensive, but you still have the courage to show up, but you're defensive. So just know that you're working through it. You're doing good. You're going to get past this, and you're going to have that second chance, and this one's going to help you. All right? Oh, this could be a water sign too. Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. All right. Something's like telling me it's Scorpio for some of you, honestly. I mean, like, you know, and that's random, right? There's like, that can be pretty much anybody out there, however many's watching. But I got the Scorpio energy pretty strong with this card. And why am I picking these up? I never do that before the video ends. Goodness gracious. Let me set this back down. Oh my God. Oops. It's just weird. Okay, so that is what I have for you, Aries. There we go. I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you at the mid-monthly when I do this again in 2 weeks. So have fun with your new adventure. Take care.